Social activity of the ONCE Foundation in figures, 2023. In 1988, ONCE set up the ONCE Foundation with the aim of supporting the associative movement and improving the quality of life of people living with some form of disability. A total of 3,003 applications for project funding were received during the past fiscal year 2023. In response to the ONCE Foundation's calls for proposals, of which 2,290, 76.2%, were ultimately approved. Of the numerous projects to have received funding, 33% went to individuals, 56% went to disability organizations, and 11% was awarded to own initiative programs aimed at people with disabilities. A total of 967 entities devoted to people with disabilities received aid and assistance from the Foundation during the period. To fulfill the mission entrusted to us, we have amassed a network of relationships with companies, public administrations, and other entities. This has led to the signing of 208 agreements. A total of 340,248 people with some form of disability are enrolled at our job center, which is managed by Inserta. Of this figure, 124,248 already have jobs, while 216,500 are currently unemployed. Our professionals reached out to 34,185 people with disabilities last year alone. As labor market intermediaries, we received a total of 11,775 job offers in 2023, involving 26,338 jobs, for which 49,227 people with disabilities put their name forward. There were 11,244 jobs created for people with disabilities, in addition to the 4,286 job placements carried out for the ONCE social group. Aside from the total number of jobs created, we helped 100 entrepreneurs get their projects off the ground, while also supporting the creation of 400 job positions. Of the total jobs promoted, 39.3% went to individuals with physical disabilities, 23.8% to those with psychosocial disabilities, 16.8% to those with intellectual disabilities, 6.6% to those with hearing disabilities, and 11.6% to those with other forms of disability, while the remaining 1.9% went to people with visual disabilities. Women accounted for 45.1% of the jobs taken up, while 17.3% went to young people. At our job center, we work hard to spot cases of women with disabilities who also happen to be victims of gender-based violence, having identified 5,947 such cases by the end of 2023. In 2023, 888 women with disabilities who are also victims of gender-based violence received support for the first time, with the ultimate aim of improving their employability and helping them land a job. If we combine the figures for 2022 and 2023, a total of 1,530 women received our support in their journey towards finding meaningful work. Therefore, in just 2 years, we have accomplished the target set out in the current 10-year agreement signed with the government of Spain, which sets a target of helping 1,300 women with disabilities. Of these, 346 women found a job in 2023. And if we look at the cumulative figure, we have found jobs for 605 women with disabilities who also happen to be victims of gender-based violence since the signing of the current agreement with the government. Training is key if we are to achieve the full inclusion of people with disabilities. Notably, we trained a total of 20,438 people during the period, with 19,579 of them having completed vocational training and 859 receiving lifelong training. Of the 1,562 grants awarded to students with disabilities, mostly university students, a total of 741 students under the age of 30 successfully completed their studies in 2023. Of this total number, 253 young university goers with disabilities were selected for academic internships under the CRUE program of the ONCE Foundation. We also awarded 85 grants and scholarships as part of the Opportunity for Talent initiative, and 35 disabled university students received training in digital technologies under the RADIA initiative. Thanks to our efforts, 424 young people with intellectual disabilities were able to go to university thanks to the Unidiversity program, in which 30 universities have now taken part. A total of 16 scholarships for excellence in language studies were awarded, plus a further 53 grants to promote employment in the public sector. More precisely, 554 young people with some form of disability took part in the Unidiversity Summer Campus Program, which aims to teach social and occupational skills and increase the autonomy of young people with intellectual, developmental, or autistic spectrum disabilities. This initiative features the close support of 22 universities and 22 organizations. In 2023, as managers of the Queen Letizia Aid Program for Inclusion of the Royal Board on Disability, the ONCE Foundation lent its support to 976 beneficiaries by improving the training they receive and therefore their job prospects. In addition, 79 grants and scholarships were handed out in 2023 under the Digital Talent Program. A total of 5,292 learners successfully completed their training in 2023, 47% female, via 866 training actions across Spain in various formats: face-to-face, online, and blended. On top of this, we also have the call for the associative movement, through which a further 479 people received training in digital skills. Notably, 51% of the students to have taken part in this initiative are between 45 and 64 years of age, followed by people aged between 30 and 44, 30%, and last but not least, those aged under 30, 19%. Another aspect we are working to improve is accessibility. On this subject, a total of 1,141 projects were green-lighted in 2023 with the aim of improving personal autonomy through the acquisition of adapted transport facilities and support products, and by improving accessibility conditions at centers. A total of 98 agreements were signed with various entities and institutions, both public and private. We carried out 36 research studies projects in the realm of society and science and produced 219 reports on universal accessibility. We also staged 17 accessibility courses and events, along with 74 other awareness-raising campaigns and actions. A total of 29,102 people attended these events. There were some 109,962 downloads of the Medicamento Accessible Plus accessible medicine app during 2023. There were also upwards of 3,694 downloads of ONCE Foundation articles and other publications on accessibility. By year-end 2023, there had been 18,042 views on YouTube of accessibility-related content generated and posted by the ONCE Foundation. Support for the acquisition of 121 adapted transport vehicles for both group travel and individual use. Progress was made towards 33 innovation projects, including Access Meets, Access Robots, Walker Pisa, Intellidata, and Arquidata. The Accessibilitas portal, which the ONCE Foundation runs alongside the Royal Board on Disability, counted 23,535 users, who visited more than 71,365 pages. The Foundation's accessibility actions have led to 1,250 appearances in the press and media. The ONCE Foundation is the leader of the consortium that has been awarded the contract by the European Commission to set up and manage the European Accessibility Resource Centre, Accessible EU. The Centre is a key initiative within the Commission's Strategy for the Rights of Persons with Disabilities, 2021-2030, with the aim of making accessibility policies more consistent and enabling access to knowledge in this field. In 2023, the Centre was launched and successfully completed its first year. This activity has been a milestone in the Commission's chosen approach, with the running of the Centre and the results achieved receiving a very positive assessment in 2023. In 2023, the main outputs of the project included the identification of a total of 34 national experts across the 27 EU countries, at least one per country, to work on the project, the effective staging of 90 events out of a total of 88 committed, which were attended by 15,044 people, the creation of a community of practice with more than 1,535 active members, initial target of 500, and of a library, which managed to achieve impressive figures of 134 bibliographical references. Initial target of 60 and 153 good practices. Initial target of 135. Last but not least, the ONCE Foundation's volunteering unit had a total of 1,211 volunteers at year-end 2023, who between them carried out 777 actions throughout the year. Because we believe in the importance of transparency, our facts and figures are endorsed by renowned entities such as EY and PwC. We have a budget of 128 million euros, with our main source of income being the contributions we receive from our founder, ONCE, together with our alliance with the European Social Fund and contributions from other institutions. In 2023, we renewed our partnership with ESF Plus until 2029. ONCE Foundation, our engine, the enthusiasm, and our energy, the talent of people,